We have details from last night's town council meeting on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Friday, April 17th, 2015. I'm Sarah Mantle. An effort to bring the YMCA Achievers Program to Hyannis moves forward. YMCA President and CEO Stacy Pugh told town councilors they will be able to begin the program here this fall.
For the last year, Hyannis Precinct 13 Town Councilor Jen Cullum and I have been on a joint mission to provide struggling youth in Barnstable with an evidence-based community program and support system to help low-income and minority teens believe in their future and make strides to achieve to their fullest potential. Jen said when I first met her a year ago how painful it was to see the impact the growing opioid problem was having on our community. Barnstable County just quantified our yearly contribution to the opioid problem at $110 million a year, with less than 2 cents on the dollar going to prevention. Jen's focus as a counselor has been to attempt to stem the tide of drugs in our community through prevention and to repair the broken fabric of our neighborhoods. She and I both believe that giving kids a chance to climb out of less than desirable situations gives them the awareness and self-confidence they need to be productive members of society. Working with Pat Clark to understand the needs of students at Barnstable High School and the challenges they face, we learned a lot. Barnstable schools demonstrate ethnic diversity, where 20.6% of the students are minority students, and minority and low-income students pursue higher education at dramatically lower rates than Caucasian students. 80.9% of the students pursue higher education, whereas an average of 54.5% of minority English language learners and low-income students pursue higher education. This is 26%, 4% lower than our Caucasian students. And in 2013, 14% of high school graduates did not have plans to pursue higher education. On a national level, the U.S. Census Bureau has released data providing the substantial value of a college education in the United States. Workers 18 and over who have completed a bachelor's degree earn an average of $51,206 a year, while those with a high school diploma earn almost half this salary at $28,000 a year. Workers with an advanced degree earn $74,000 a year on average, and those without a high school diploma average $18,734 a year. Imagine what that's like to live on that income. And 13.1% of Barnstable's population lives in poverty. And furthermore, jobs that require at least some college continue to expand, while opportunities for those with a high school diploma are shrinking dramatically. Together, Jen and I have raised enough funds to jumpstart this initiative and provide eligible students from Barnstable High with the opportunity to participate in the Y Achievers program. The Lombard Trust led the path to the first gift to create a momentum that we needed for others to join, such as the Cape Cod Substance Abuse Prevention Initiative supported by Cape Cod Healthcare, the Kelly Foundation, and the Palmer and Jane D. Davenport Foundation. District Attorney Michael O'Keefe, Cape and Islands District, Jeff Dropo Memorial Fund, the Cobb Trust, the Bezekian Family Foundation, along with other pending funders, have all gotten behind this effort.
Town Councilor Jen Cullum, who spearheaded the program, thanked the council for their support.
So we did it. So what happens is people say there's problems and then they go home and they don't do anything about the problem. But what we did was we saw the problem and we started something in motion to fix the problem. And I hope that everybody at home realizes that it started with one thought, one presentation, and now we've done it. And I'm very proud of the council for writing the letter of support, but I'm really proud of Stacy for dogging it out with me and knocking on doors and making it happen. And I really hope this is one step in the direction of repairing the fabric of our community and part of the solution and not part of the problem. So thanks for your support on this.
And the YMCA is currently seeking a program director for the Achievers program. You can learn more and apply by visiting ymcacapecod.org. Council voted on funding a project to build an above-ground fuel tank at the Barnstable Municipal Airport. Airport Manager Bud Brialt urged the council to support the $615,000 project before the vote.
Next slide. This slide shows the design for the new 60,000-gallon above-ground fuel farm superimposed on the site of the former T-hangar that we tore down during the terminal project, also adjacent to Gate Foxtrot, and right across the little road from the current fuel farm. Next slide. This slide shows a typical fuel farm construction project where the slab is prepared in advance and most of the tanks and piping are prefabricated off-site and brought in and laid in place. Next one. And this is a typical 3-tank fuel farm after construction that shows approximately what our new facility will look like. Our facility will incorporate the following features. It will reduce the threat of groundwater pollution by 110% secondary containment. That is a concrete berm and pad that will be constructed such that it could contain up to a 100,000-gallon fuel farm in the future when we consolidate. Stormwater drainage will include an inline isolation valve to contain any large release of fuel and expedite cleanup. The drainage system also discharges to an oily water separator. The containment system has interstitial monitoring with both remote and visible alarms to detect any malfunction in the primary ballistic resistant double-walled tanks. And routine inspection will also aid in early leak detection. Permitting has been approved by the Cape Cod Commission in our development of regional impact, dated January 27th of 2007, and that limited us to 60,000 gallons currently at this new facility. The new capacity is within the DRI imposed limitation of hazardous materials storage limit on the airport. And that limit is 154,253 gallons.
After some discussion, councilors voted unanimously to approve that project. Council also approved spending $215,000 of community preservation funds to set aside open space that will be used for the expansion of the Cape Cod Rail Trail. Community Preservation Committee Chair Lindsay Council talked about the project during last night's meeting.
This just shows you the design area that will be involved. It's from the Yarmouth line here, running pretty parallel to the road, Route 6, and then down to a parking area here. Here's a detail of the area of Willow Street. This is shown a lot of interest lately. This will be the bridge that spans Willow Street. There'll be an 80-car parking lot in Yarmouth there and a walkway that goes down to Willow Street, so you'll be able to traverse north and south. Then it'll go over, this is where it enters Barnstable. And there'll also be provisions for a ramp that may someday lead down along Willow Street and Yarmouth Road to the RTA. This is a picture of the bridge area. This is actually adapted from some of the work that VHB is doing in Yarmouth, but if you can see, here's the existing view, and then that bridge would be a truss-type bridge crossing both the roadway and the railroad tracks. Visual impact should be fairly minimal unless you're right upon it, and it is set for height for the airport, so there won't be any interference with any incoming air traffic. Here's a further design. This is sort of tilted on its side because of the fit, but here is that 10-car parking lot at the end. This is Independence Drive here and Mary Dunn Road. So the trail is actually heading south here for the parking lot, and then this is the access road into Independence Drive, into that property on that side of Independence Drive. Here's that parking lot detail. You come in off of Mary Dunn Road, parking here, and this is a drainage swale that'll collect the runoff and treat that in one of the rain garden type things, and then you'll go off up into the bikeway from there.
Councilors voted unanimously to approve that request. Town Council will meet again May 7th. Well, be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. We will be off Monday due to Patriots Day, but we will be back in action on Tuesday. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.